Good afternoon, guys. Here is Adya Tiwari. Today's subject is market trends and study, and today's topic is yarn. We will discuss on yarn. Now, what is yarn? Yarn are composed of textile fibers. A yarn can either be spun yarn or a filament yarn. Spun yarn means the yarn that is staple fibers, made from staple fibers, and filament yarn are made from long fiber, that is called filament fiber. Here is a staple fibers. These are the staple fibers. Okay, these first of all staple fibers, then we made them parallel, drawn out, then twisted together. And here is a filament fiber made taken from spinneret. Okay, this is spinning solution from which and this is the spinneret, and these are the holes of the spinneret, and the filament fibers, here is a filament fiber are coming out from the spinnerets, and here is a filament fibers or relay. The different ways in which fibers can be joined together aid in providing the varieties of structures that in turn create a wide variety of fabrics. Yarn is an assemblage of fibers twisted together. A yarn composed of a group of fibers laid in parallel and kept together by twisting. Next is color production. Next is yarn twist. Yarn twist means the fibers and the yarn are strengthening by giving them twist. And the spiral decomposition of components of a twist is the measure of the spiral turns given to the yarn in order to hold the constituent fibers and threads together. The amount of twist is measured by the number of twists given to a staple yarns per inch. It is called as TPI, turns per inch yarns. Okay, the fiber that have very low twist have the turns 0 to 3 TPI, and the medium twist fiber that is have 4 to 7 turns per inch, and the higher twist yarn that is best quality of yarn having highest strength, that is have 8 to 12 turns per inch. Okay. The next is twist direction. There are two types of direction, that is first is Z twist and second is S twist. The direction of the twist at each stage of manufacture is indicated by the use of letters, that is S or Z, according with the following convention. A single yarn has S twist if when it is held in the vertical position. The fiber is inclined to the axis of the yarn conform in the direction of the slope to the central position of the letter, that is S. The yarn has Z twist if the fiber inclined to the axis of yarn conform in the direction of slope to central position portion to the of letter Z. Next is as twist increase, yarn strength and yarn stiffness increase up to a point level of then begin to fall at very high twist level. Yarn with extremely high level of twist are called crepe yarn, and crepe yarn have high TPI, turns per inch. Next is yarn number or yarn count. A measure of fineness or size of the yarn expressed either mass per unit length or length per unit mass, depending upon the yarn numbering system used. The relation indicates the thickness of the yarn. Next is yarn count. What is yarn count? Yarn count is simply said a measure of fineness of the yarn. It gives an estimation of how thick or thin yarn is. We can also measure the diameter of yarn and express it in inches, etc. And the yarn is not exactly circular in cross section. Also, most yarn are soft and compressible, and hence the moment we apply some scale, etc., it gets deflated. Textile yarn are measured in various units such as the denier and tax, linear mass density of the fibers, super S, fineness of the wool fiber, worsted counts in counts, woolen counts and cotton counts, or that is called English number, that is NE, and numeric metric NM, and yield the inverse of denier and tex. According to the textile industry, count a number indicating the mass per unit length on the length per unit mass of yarn. Yarn count can be described into two systems, direct system and indirect system. Direct system means the yarn number or yarn count is the mass of unit length of yarn, and higher the count, coarser the yarn. Higher the count means coarser the yarn. This system is commonly used for man-made fibers, jute or silk. Okay, and the indirect system is indirect yarn counting system. The count or number is the length per unit mass of the yarn, and higher than the count fiber yarn. This system is commonly used for cotton, worsted and linen fiber. Next is denier system. Denier or den is a unit of measure for the linear mass density of the fibers. It is defined as the mass in gram per unit 9000 meter, and the term microdenier is used to describe the filament that weight less than 1 gram per 9000 meter, and the following relationship applies to straight uniform filament: DPH, total denier, quantity of uniform filaments, and DPF, denier per filament. The denier system of measurement is used on two and single filament fibers. One can calculate the diameter of filament yarn using denier with the following formula: diameter denier divided by 9000 density means 0.7855, where density in grams per cubic centimeter and diameter in mm. Tex system. What is tex system? Tex system is a unit of measure for linear mass density of fibers and is defined as mass in grams per 1000 meter. When measuring objects that consist of multiple fibers, the term filament tex is sometimes used, referring the mass in grams per 1000 meters of single filament. Tex is used for measuring the fiber size in many products, including cigarette filters and optical cables and yarns and fabrics. Here is the units of measurements of yarns. One can calculate the diameter of filament yarn using text with the following formula. Here is a formula that is measure the diameter of the yarn. Next is yarn formation. The following are the main steps of natural fibers making yarn from the staple fibers. First is ring spinning, and next is opening blending. In ring spinning, what we do? Opening is necessary in order to lose hard lumps of fibers and disentangle them. Cleaning is required to remove traces. The fiber must be shorted based on the grade. Clean to remove particles of dirt, twigs and leaves and blended with the fiber from different blades to improve the consistency of the fiber mix. Next is blending is necessary to obtain uniformity of fiber quality, and sorting and cleaning is performed in machine known as openers. Here is the rollers that have the comb like structure, and first two are the guide rollers, then the rollers that is make uniform to the sheet of the fiber, and the impurities are releasing from the sheets. And next roller giving the tension roller, and next are the giving again tension, and all impurities will collect in the bowl that is put it at the down of the fiber. Okay, next is guide roller. Now combing. In this process, fine tooth comb together continue straightening the fibers until they are arranged with such high degree of parallelism that the short fibers called noils are combed out and completely separated. Several card fibers are fed to the combing machine and removed as a finer, cleaner, and more aligned comb sliver. Carding. Carding is better aligned to the fiber into thin parallel sheets to the prepare them for spinning. The sheets of carded fiber is removed through a funnel into a loosened rope-like strangle called sliver. Now drawing. Drawing is a process of several slivers are combined into continuous rope-like strands and fed into a machine known as drawing frame. And this action pulls the staple lengthwise over each other and thereby producing longer and thinner slivers. And during drying, slivers from different types of fibers, for example cotton and polyester, may be combined to form blends. Once a sliver has been drawn, it is remained a roving. Roving is a final product of several drawing out operation, and these bobbles are placed on the roving frame and where the further drawing out and twisted take place until the stock is about the diameter of a pencil lead. To this point, only enough twist has been given to the fabric. To the fiber. Spinning. The ring spinning frame complete the manufacture of the yarn, and ring spinning draws, twist and wind in one continuous process. Next is man-made fiber formation. Man-made fibers are the polymeric form that are produced by some type of chemicals or by the regenerated and natural polymers in a new physical form. The liquid polymer is extruded through a spinneret. Each spinneret has a number of holes, and each holes produce one filament. As they exist, the spinneret and the filament fibers are solidified by cooling of melted polymers, by evaporating the solvents, or by precipitating the polymer from the solution. Most spinnerets are made with round opening, and some may use other shape is ordered to produce fiber